Hey everyone, it's Vinny, and today we're going to be looking at Kentucky Derby contender Dornoch for Danny Gargan, sired by Good Magic, out of a big brown mare. He's the full brother of last year's Kentucky Derby winner Mage, and while a formal announcement hasn't been made yet, as long as he ends up being entered in the Kentucky Derby, I'm going to guess that Luis Saez will probably keep the mount and be the jockey for the Derby. In 6 career starts, Dornoch has 6 starts with 3 wins, 2 seconds, and 1 off the board finish. He is a multiple Grade 2 winner. He did win the Grade 2 Remsen over Sierra Leone, and then he did come back to start his 3-year-old year by winning the Grade 2 Fountain of Youth before finishing 4th in this year's Bluegrass Stakes back on April 6th at Keeneland. With those 3 races and those finishes, it was good enough for 75 Kentucky Derby points. He finished 8th in the point standings, so he's got the points to run if they want to run him. All signs are pointing towards them running him, but that 4th place finish in the Bluegrass was definitely concerning. He definitely wanted to finish better than 4th against that field. In my opinion, Dornoch is a front runner, and he's really not a flashy one. He wants to be involved in the early pace, and he doesn't really have a big turn of foot to put fields away. He more of grinds horses down. In all 3 of his career wins, he really just grinds down the rest of the field to win. Even in the Fountain of Youth, where he did go gate to wire, it wasn't that flashy. A lot of people criticized the effort afterwards, and then they were right. He came back and ran a poor 4th. After the connections decided to try to rate him in the Bluegrass to see if rating would work. I don't think it will. I don't think they will rate him in the Kentucky Derby. I think they will send him right to the lead and hope that he is just the best of the speed. Personally, I don't see a scenario where he's going to be able to be up on what should be a fast pace in the Kentucky Derby and be able to put away the other speed while being able to hold off horses like Forever Young and Sierra Leone. I really just don't see it. I think he will get caught, even if he does get unless he gets a perfect trip and the other major contenders don't fire. I don't see him being able to win here. I think at best you can hope for like a 3rd or 4th place finish, so maybe a horse to use to round out your Kentucky Derby Superfecta. But I think that's more or less what we're gonna get from Dornoch. Really, it showed in his last effort in the Bluegrass that he can't rate. He needs to be right on the lead, and that's a very tough place to be in the Kentucky Derby, especially this year when you have a horse like Fierceness, who, if he runs what he did in the Florida Derby again, is just going to be ultra tough on the front end, and nobody's probably going to be able to catch him. And even if they do wear him down, having enough left in the tank to hold everybody else off just doesn't seem very likely. He is a game horse, though. I don't expect him just to fold, so that's why I'm saying probably 3rd or 4th, if you do like him, would be where you use him at for your tickets. I just don't see a scenario where he wins here. I would love him to win. He's on my Racing Dudes fantasy team, but I don't see him improving enough off that Bluegrass effort to put away 19 other horses with his running style. Just doesn't seem likely, in my opinion. But I think he's going to be, he'll probably be around like 5th or 6th betting choice. So I think a good one that he'll have value. He'll also have value if you don't want to use him, because I think a lot of people will probably end up using him on tickets. So I think he's a safe one, definitely, to toss in your multi-race tickets. I don't think he really has a legitimate chance here to win the Kentucky Derby this year. But that's it for Dornoch, and I will see you next time.